his new plan for the city that includes an urban forest. Does Bretta have an inroad into those plans for any urban garden
I don't know.
projects?
That's something that, I read that briefly, but
We haven't been contacted. I mean, I wasn't honestly kind of aware of that, so I don't think.
I haven't looked at the plan, but they just posted it recently, and they're touting an urban forest. I don't know where.
Oh, yeah, I think they're working with Baton Rouge Green on that. I
Right.
think, yeah.
And
So,
so,
I did
yeah,
that.
right.
well, see, if they had an urban forest that had fruit trees,
Right.
it would be nice.
That's
We're going to
right.
put in
But-
shade trees and,
Yeah.
you know, it would be.
There's already is in the
Right.
urban forest, because it's one of the, if you look at an aerial photograph, that most of, especially the old ones, covered.
To your comment about Old South Baton Rouge, I believe CPEX is working on trying to put together funding and a program for a community garden that would also have a retail side of it.
Right.
So that's,
Yeah, I see that as a good thing personally, but I would like to see a market there. And, you know, other cities are actually, you know, I guess the Baton Rouge Area Foundation bought a hotel, right? And they renovated it and sold it, and we can't put a supermarket in it, or even a small market, is what we really need for people. A community garden is nice, but not everybody has the physical health to do it or the time. And it has to be a multi-pronged approach. And I know of their plans there, but in community gardens, they kind of increase. It's like cycling. And so, to me, I think really having a market there, some sort of food market, that like having a mini fresh pickings over in that neighborhood, the students would also be using it too, because they were going to our farmers market that we had.
You said they're not allowed to have one, or just nobody's interested in that
Well,
area?
nobody's interested because they look at it as an area where there's not much income. And, you know, when they closed down on State Street, they had a grocery store. And then since then, you know, they're really in that neighborhood. It's considered basically a food desert. There's really no businesses there that have healthy food available.
And I think the fourth talk, maybe in this series, is going to focus a little more on that with Pennington on kind of food deserts
Right.
and poverty.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah.
So you, yeah.
When I was in North Carolina, I mean, they have a wonderful network of really high-end farmers markets. I mean, the state has invested huge amounts of money in these centralized farmers markets. I think there's 7 across the whole state. But I don't see that. I mean, essentially, I mean, I'll be honest, and you all will throw stuff at me. I haven't been to the farmers market here in Baton Rouge. That's not what you're going to throw stuff at me. I just threw it out there. And, I'm a sinner. I'll do better. But it looks like just a parking lot with
9 on Saturday. We'll
Okay.
see you at the market. We'll come pick you up.
that the state really hasn't invested in this and assist in the shipping and the marketing and providing a welcoming environment for customers to come. I mean, another wonderful farmers market is in Kansas City, downtown Kansas City, this beautiful farmers market that has permanent shops as well as weekend, essentially these little mini pavilions.
Right. Well, that's, yeah, but, yeah, your question on North Carolina, you're right. They invested a lot there. The state did. They're more of a horticultural state. And I didn't realize it until I left, and I realized how strong horticulture is there, you know, fresh fruits and vegetables. Here it's a smaller industry, so politically, they probably don't have as much clout to support that, because you have the agronomic crops that really hold sway. So you're not going to probably see that unless people get active and say, we need to do this for other reasons because of health issues. And that's where we had hoped to have like a farmers market organization, and then to become more, you need to be more politically active and say, this is important. It's also about small businesses, people who are trying to make a living, and a lot of people don't even look at the farmers market as really a viable enterprise. The farmers aren't, they just can't believe that somebody can be living on 5 acres. There's farmers in North Carolina that live on 5 acres. They grow about 1.5 acres of vegetables, they grow like a 1/2 acre of flowers, and the rest is forest, and they're living on that amount of land. And you tell people that here, they just think you're crazy.
There's one out of Covington that he has only about an acre actually, and he does,
You know, Carl and I have talked about this. It's, the Ag Center has to get involved. Yeah. I mean, not picking on you, Carl and I have talked about that. It's got to come, that's what this university should be about, is, you know, important things like that. How do we develop that? How do we do it? And, you know, it's
Plenty of people handing out money, you just gotta spin it the right way.
Yeah. And it's, you know, this is an example of where the Ag Center can work with the business.
I'll grovel to anybody.
Yeah. And you're right, it does take money, but it's decide. Everybody's got money, you just have to decide where you put it. We don't have as much as we used to at the university, but we still have some, we have to decide where to put
And
it.
see, if they do invest some money, because I haven't been to the market in Jackson, Mississippi, but they built a beautiful building, and then no farmers wanted to go to it. You know, you can invest in the structure, and I actually like the farmers market where you put up the tents.
Yes.
You know, an open air market, and it's nice to have maybe a wholesale market that's associated with it. In North Carolina, they have that. They have the wholesale market, they have restaurants, and then they have an outdoor area where they have farmers coming in on a seasonal basis. And that's, have a combination is good. But there's different ways to do that. Yeah, that's a good question.
Retake the French market back from what they had there now.
I remember when it opened, there was some talk of trying to incorporate sustainable practices in the 459 Commons. Is there much follow-through on that, or?
They're saying at the new one that they're really trying to do sustainable, the 5 over on by the Indian Mountains.
Okay.
That's what they're saying, I don't really know.
Yeah, they're actually trying. It's we had a class last spring, a seminar class, and a couple of the students, their project was to deal with Aramark and 459, and we're actually proposing to grow food on campus, having students growing food, but then you have students growing food on the campus and then selling it to a private company that's running the cafeterias, and then selling to the students. And there's legal issues with that, and so that's and so they basically said, okay, you find us the growers that are local that'll sell to us, but they have to have a large enough volume, they have to have insurance, and they have to be part of our grower plan, you know, and so it's not that easy. Yeah.
And it's difficult.
How do you need sustainable sources?
So yeah, it's all very complicated, but the students are the ones who can make the change. They aren't going to listen to any of us. It's the students that are going to say, look, we want to have this. UC Santa Cruz, they had some labor issues with Sedesco, I think, there, and they actually kicked Sedesco off campus, and they took over the whole dining, and then they have like 8 farms that are growing exclusively for the campus. They basically said, okay, we're tired of this, and it was at the right time when there was other issues related to the food service. And that's what they did a number of years ago. I haven't been out there, but I remember reading about it, but I don't know many other places that are doing that.
Is Santa Cruz?
Yeah, I think it's in Santa Cruz at the school there. And that's in California.
Yeah, so UC Santa Cruz is a very special place.
Right.
That sort of protection.
So that's all very good questions. A lot of interesting topics. We'll have some very interesting speakers coming in. And like you said, the last one we'll talk about diet, the importance of food and health issues.
Can I suggest that you start at 12:10 rather than 12?
That would be a good thing, huh?
Because, you know, the university runs 10 minutes after the hour.
Oh,
Because of classes.
well, I'm not teaching this semester, so. But yeah, that would be good, I would think, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure they can start it.
Very, very good. Thank you for all turning out. We'll see you.
I have your stuff in it. I'm sure you don't want to carry around.